Shadow Slayer 19CG here today playing some H1Z1, and earlier I did upload a video playing a solo match, and I pretty much camped a Jeep the whole time, got a victory, and for some reason the voice chat didn't really carry over, but the audio did, so I had to make a voiceover and pretty much make a kind of late reaction. It's not really live, so it's a lot different. But anyway, starting off here, I got some pretty good loot. Hellfire, backpack, and a helmet. And I believe I thought there was some chest piece, right, like a chest piece armor, and wasn't there for some reason. It's just like an illusion. And I just keep hearing vehicles around me, so I try to be cautious as best as I can. And right now I'm looking for a crate so I can get something more decent at least. And of course I hear one. This place is kind of popular for crate drops, or mainly just in military crates on the ground, and I got a Marauder, which is pretty nice. Pretty decent gun if you burst fire it correctly instead of just trying to make it full on automatic with the burst fire. Just give it maybe a few milliseconds in between each shot, and then you'll be able to lead it along with your day without dying. And right here I come up with my first enemy. He pretty much took all my armor down, which is bad because I did have the best armor in the game. And he got a pretty good deal on me. Started bleeding out, so I had to put some bandages. Immediately after I did that, I started regening my health all the way, which is pretty awesome because I didn't think bandages would do that. Of course, the med kits heal you off faster, but the bandages really did more than I usually thought they would, and this really tested it. For some reason, not all textures will stay on the wall, and I noticed that a picture was just hanging off the wall, kind of floating there, like a ghost was holding it. And now I'll just start for my journey of getting a vehicle. And along in the video, I have a lot of trouble getting another vehicle besides the ATV. So right here in a minute, I'll get the quad, and I'll be sticking with it most of the video until there's around 20 or so people and I steal someone's truck. Luckily, I didn't get ran over up here because it's usually a high traffic area, and of course there's a drop behind me, so I'm trying to make my way to it as fast as I can to get loot from the drop. Sadly, the character can't really run for that long, and this dude really scared me. I thought he was going to come down here, but he didn't even see me. He just kept going for the drop, put his sirens on, make sure people knew he was there so he can get them kills. Pick up the smokes, those will be really useful for later on. And I set on my journey to get some kills on a quad. I really suck at driving these quads. They're really unresponsive, like so unresponsive that you feel like the turning area is so wide, especially when you're in nitrous, and it kind of makes it a little bit harder to drive. I'm trying to look for another crate on the ground over here, and luckily I'm inside the circle, so I have a lot of time to look around even if the storm does come. or gas. Storm and gas, it's pretty much the same thing. PUBG, I think I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure it's a gas storm. Not necessarily gas, but you die by something. I know that for sure. I haven't really played PUBG too much. I played it a few times on the Xbox and on my phone. And it really hadn't been long enough to know exactly everything with the game. But luckily I found a box in here. And I do get a combat shotgun, which saves me later on. And this is how I get my truck, is from this right here. I was kind of sad that I got a combat shotgun, but I already had a Marauder, so I really couldn't complain. And I found out that I'm pretty much full on ammo, so I can't pick up anything besides maybe one more grenade. And ammo-wise, I'm screwed, but two cop cars come up here and I try to hide, make sure I'm not spotted. I figured doing the left look came, but luckily he went to the other way and I got out of that safely. Drops are coming in, so I try to see the general direction the plane went and go right to my ATV to get right to the drop. So in this case, I could die. No one ever knows. This game is basically skill based, but you can also gain an advantage with better weapons. It's kind of like Fortnite. If you don't get the best weapons, or if you don't know how to use weapons, you're going to lose, no matter how hard you try. Especially in Fortnite, they love to build over you. If you lose any materials by wasting them when you don't need them, then you're basically screwed the rest of the game. Because when you get on those 5v1s, or at least, you know, you're in a squad and y'all are the last squad left, you really need to build to survive. But thankfully for this game, I don't have to worry about building. I can just play and have fun. I finally got what I needed. Got some body armor and a H1Z1. And this gun is literally OP. You literally can just tap it and burst fire and get what you need to kill. Without this gun, I wouldn't win as many times as I have. Another thing I fear on this game is get caught in the open and sniped off of a quad. So, of course, I try my best to stay off the quad. As you can see, you're vulnerable on the quad, and if you're in like a Jeep or a truck or a cop car, it'd be less likely that you'll get hit, but you're right open, and anywhere you shoot on the body around the ATV is going to get hit. Unless you're a bad aim and you're just shooting the ATV, but that dude took every bullet because I made sure that I had my reticle on him and that each shot was towards him, and I didn't really have to lead it that much because he was directly in front of me, probably I'd say 11 or 10 degrees on around there, probably like 10 o'clock. And I got every single shot in. But the H1Z1 is very powerful. I mean, it does have 5.56 rounds, and those are pretty beefy rounds for a assault rifle. It's almost like using the L85 on Rainbow. I'm trying to find something other than a quad, so I risk my chances and go out into the smoke and come out empty-handed. Stay on the bike anyway. The quad bike is literally my kryptonite, so I try my best to find something different as soon as I can. For some reason, I couldn't find it, but now that I realized that I just passed a Jeep, and there's no turning back because I just passed it, and I just feel like an idiot. I mean, I could have had my chance to have a lot more cover than I have right now, and I was already in a rush. I didn't want to die. I did have med kits at my expense, but the thing is, at this point, I just wanted to get out and just accepted my fate. 2 kills this late in the game isn't really impressive, but I usually try to get the best loot during the whole game, and then around let's say 30 players I start actually going in. But right here I noticed 2 drops were coming in, the yellow drops, and I didn't want to go over there at all. I was hoping to get an M40 before. If I did, I could have probably gotten a few kills just off of these, but sadly I just had to embrace the suck and at least move up a little bit. And I got scared. Thought I was gonna get spotted by this truck, and I didn't, which was amazing. Literally, I just had so much fear at this point of getting killed, so I just tried to make sure no one spotted me at all. Went behind as much as I could, this Jeep, and this cop car didn't see me, luckily. And this Jeep does drive around a little bit, but nowhere near me, just around this base. And I already knew I was safe because he was out of my range, and I can safely get out alive, possibly get into a firefight if I had to. But at this point I didn't really need to. But right here in a second I do get in a firefight and lose a pretty hefty amount of health, and I do get my truck, and I was actually pretty happy at that point. I could already tell this dude was going to jump out by the way he was driving, and I shot at him too, which is made him say, hey, I'm going to kill this dude. He had a shotgun, and it does take my armor down and take my health all the way down. So I open up his bag and try to get a first aid kit in, just a small bandages. I'm not trying to speed up anything, just trying to get a bandage to get up a little bit and then finish it up with a first aid kit. And I do find an M40, but I'm getting shot 12 o'clock, so I move around, try to give the guy a sense that I'm leaving the area, drive over here to this M40 and then pick it up. I get the 308 rounds, and I do pick up his jacket. I'm gonna try to keep it. I'm not sure if you can keep other players' stuff if you do pick it up, but I do believe when you win, you do keep their stuff if you have it in your inventory, which I hope I get that. I already do have it, so I mean, it wouldn't really matter. So this would be the second one I'd have, because I got from a crate drop, so pretty much just wasted some space. And right here I really start concentrating, pull up the M40, look around a bit, try to find someone to pick off. And as a few more firefights go on, I do finally get something. The guy in the Jeep didn't really scare me much, but I still felt like he was going to spot me, and I was really scared. But He didn't spot me. I pushed forward, and this guy in a cop car comes by. Literally didn't see me. I don't know how he didn't even hear my engine or anything. So I try to pull up as close as I can and cut off my engine, and then pull out the sniper and then scout what I can kill up there on the mountain. This guy, this guy right here is an idiot. How did he not know that I was driving still? Like, I was moving, and then he just keeps on barging through with this truck all willy-nilly. So he jumps out, and I switched to the M40 as quick as I could without going into inventory and just doing it quicker. I just click L1. Anyway, I get this kill. I'm very lucky he didn't hit me much. I don't even think he hit the truck. And switch back to the M40, and then to the KH-43. Now, at this point, I was very cautious. I was watching this dude like a hawk, make sure he wouldn't kill me. He comes out, and I'm glad he was crouching, because I got all of those shots in. Crouching does give you a better advantage because you are more accurate, but you're more vulnerable to headshots. So now I'm quickly switching to the driver's seat to get myself at the bottom of this hill, and hopefully someone will come down, because the circle is I'd say it's like 20 feet away from me on the other end, and I'll definitely get the kills if they do have to move in, because I'm posted at this area ready for anything. Now when it comes down to 3 players, you tend to make more decisions very quickly. So threw that smoke down to pretty much distract him, and it does work, because he throws his smoke down and make sure that I can't see him wherever he goes, because he don't know where I'm at. And I'm gonna switch over to a frag and throw it over at this truck to bring him to my direction. Basically, just say, hey, let's get this on. It's just us two. Let's kill each other. I spot him and have the worst aim ever. Literally getting behind him because my sensitivity couldn't keep up with him. So jump out the truck, get flashed, throw a grenade, and then walk for his head, get the peek, and I win. Thankfully, I survived with 5 health and clutched it. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more Bird Balls and for more H1Z1 videos or Fortnite videos coming soon. Thank you for watching.